Here's what Jaguar Wright revealed about 50 Cent's explosive documentary.
It was done too well. It left out too many things.
So can you speak on Curtis Jackson? 50 Cent said that this is the first one.
I'm sure.
There's hundreds of hours of more footage.
I'm sure. There was hundreds of hours of that was confiscated from all of Diddy's homes in that HSI raid that never made it to the trial. I wonder where it made it to.
The real reason Jaguar Wright refused to appear in the Netflix documentary is even more shocking than many expected. Another key figure, Gene Deal, the former bodyguard who allegedly knew many of the secrets Diddy was trying to keep hidden, was also absent from 50 Cent's documentary. However, the story doesn't end there. Sources now say that both Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal are in discussions with 50 Cent to potentially appear in Season 2. And the details behind their absence are raising even more questions, starting with Gene Deal's claim that he stepped away because the project felt like a trap.
I'm not in the thing. The lady was talking greasy to me. She had no right to talk greasy to me. And then she told me that 50 didn't have the power to do anything, but they using his name to like push the whole documentary. And that's what it was about.
Let's start from the beginning. About a month after Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in September 2024, 50 Cent and Netflix announced they were working on a documentary that would feature never-before-seen footage of Diddy and aim to expose what they described as the truth behind many of the allegations and controversies surrounding him. 50 Cent actively promoted the project, and in several interviews at the time he claimed that the documentary wasn't a last-minute idea. According to him, he had been gathering material, clips, and information for years in preparation for telling the full story.
In particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle, you weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations, I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else, but I did feel uncomfortable with the way you represent the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah, and then that swayed me away from it, just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming, like when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like, when people don't remember being violated for 20 years.
Now 50 Cent knew that one of the people believed to have the most insight into Sean Diddy Combs' inner circle was Gene Deal. Gene had worked closely with Diddy for decades, and according to his own claims, he possessed photographs, witness accounts, and even video footage that supported many of the things he had spoken about publicly. Because of that, 50 Cent wanted Gene Deal to appear in the documentary and had even shared clips of Gene speaking on his Instagram for years. Eventually, 50 reached out to him directly, hoping to convince him to take part in the project.
A lot of people want to know why you wasn't in it, man.
Well, first and foremost, you know, I thought I was going to be in the documentary at first until I started talking to that director. I think her name is Stapleton, I don't know her name, the white chick, I don't know, man. Me and 50 talked like 45 minutes. The producers had been calling me and everything. So this one night, 50 called me up and, you know, they got him on the phone, man. He was just talking, we was talking about old time shit, down with Black Hands, sit down with, you know, with Puff Kids, the whole Puff situation, and this documentary that he's gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I told him that I was going to, you know, have Kirk and Tim. Kirk will be the one who talk about the business part of it. Tim will be the one who talk about the growing up phase with Diddy and everything, like, and over there working in the record industry with him and stuff like that. They was like family. And I was gonna talk about, you know, the street stuff, what was going on with Bad Boy, you know, with the security, with Wolf, with the City College, with, you know, the time that I knew about when I was with him up until about early 2004 or something like that. but basically the streets and then the traveling with him and the atmosphere and everything, and then go back into the Notorious Big stuff with the Tupac and the whole 9 yards, all the stuff that I knew, you know what I'm saying? So we was talking and he sounded like, yo, listen here, they gonna spare no expense with this whole documentary. So I said, all right, cool.
50 Cent was reportedly prepared to pay Gene Deal whatever it took to secure his participation, largely because he believed Gene's testimony carried significant credibility. Gene began gathering everything he had, documents, photos, and supporting accounts, and even reached out to Kirk Burroughs along with other music executives who had previously spoken about conflicts with Sean Diddy Combs. According to Gene's account, he wanted to make sure 50 Cent had all the information necessary before finalizing his involvement in the documentary. But when Gene later contacted the production team, he says he began to feel something was wrong. He claimed it appeared his image and reputation were being used to promote the series, while the platform, Netflix, might not have intended to reveal the full story he believed needed to be told.
And then she was calling me like I was lying. I'm like, yo, who do you think you talking to? You know what I'm saying? And she was talking about, there's no way nobody paid. Nobody what? I say, first of all you people come with these documentaries and stuff, the first thing you tell me, y'all tell these people out here that y'all don't pay, and y'all pay. If you can make a picture look like $10,000, $15,000, you know what I'm saying? You can sit here and tell me that you're gonna pay me for my time sitting right down here with y'all. You understand? So then, one thing led to another, and I was like, all right, well then, F you, I spoke to 50, and then she said 50, and this is exact words that came out her mouth. 50 does not determine what goes in and goes out of this documentary. And he definitely don't pay, he determine what somebody get paid. It's not his documentary like that. I was like, oh, so if it's not his documentary and I spoke to him like that, I don't need to be doing nothing with you because I'm doing this on the strength of him. But you gonna pay me if I do it. So it went back and forth, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit, and then they had Kirk Burroughs giving me calls and everything like that. What are you calling me for? You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Get out of here. I know what kind of dude you is anyway. Me and you cool and everything, Kirk, but don't call me about no business with this stuff like that. And then what I found out is that he was making a deal, cutting a deal for himself as well as Tim.
It was never about the money for Gene Deal. For him, the goal was to stand behind what 50 Cent had been saying and help support the story with the information he claimed to have. But once Gene believed the documentary was becoming more of a profit-driven project for Netflix, he chose to step away. In his view, the deeper stories were still not being told, and the people he believed were affected continued to be overlooked. Because of that, there are now discussions that 50 Cent may move forward with a second season that could be released independently on YouTube, as he reportedly wants more control over how the story is presented rather than relying entirely on Netflix.
Seen this new interview by 50 that went viral where he revealed that he still got unreleased footage.
I seen the interview about, he said that he had a lot of footage had to be down, the documentary had to be downsized. You understand? I don't really believe that, because a documentary is the documentary. And they could have had 45 minutes, they could have had an hour, to each one of those. You understand? They left out certain things. He said they even left out the one about Sarah Chapman. You understand? And for whatever reason, he probably left out a lot of other different stars too. Situations that they could have spoke about. You understand? I have a problem with the documentary, and I'm just gonna let you know that the reason I have a problem with the documentary is that they know that they took my idea. You understand? They know that when I came to them, I laid out what they should do and how the documentary should be. You understand? She could say whatever she want to say. I talked to those producers before I even talked to her. They wanted to know what I had, what I was bringing, my pictures, all that stuff like that. And I told them about me, Tim, and Kirk.
Gene Deal has said he respects 50 Cent because, in his view, 50 does not operate the way he believes Sean Diddy Combs did. According to Gene, 50's goal was simply to pursue the truth behind the story. Freddie P., who had previously spoken publicly about controversies surrounding Diddy's circle, also voiced support for 50 Cent during the discussion. Freddie P. said producers contacted him and that he also spoke directly with 50 Cent. After those conversations, Freddie claimed he came away believing that 50 was the only person on the production side who was genuinely focused on the victims and the broader truth behind the situation.
But what Fifth was doing was, he wasn't budging. I give him credit for that, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey man, it wasn't even about the money. It was basically a response from his team, basically like, listen, we doing this on the strength of, we want people to get their story out. We want people who really was affected by him to tell their story. We don't want to base this on money. If we base this on money, then you kind of sell it down, you know what? So a lot of people, when you see them telling their stories on that DVD, that's why I give the authentication of it is so. He made sure that you was only here to, if you want to tell it, tell it. I ain't trying to put nothing in your pocket. I ain't trying to incite you or coerce you to tell nothing against this man that didn't happen. If you gonna tell it, tell it. If you got something to say and you really want the world to hear it, say it. I'm not gonna pay you extra to do it, and I gave them respect for that. And basically, they were basically like, man, this not money motivated. You know, we're not moving numbers around just so people can come talk.
As for Jaguar Wright, she has been openly critical of the documentary and has said she believes it leaves out major parts of the story. Because of those concerns, she chose not to participate in the project connected to Netflix, saying she doubted that powerful industry executives would ever approve a film that could seriously damage their own interests. After watching the documentary, Jaguar claimed that many of her concerns were confirmed. According to her, several influential figures she believes should be part of the broader conversation were never mentioned, including Clive Davis, Jay-Z, and Oprah Winfrey.
The story isn't over. I agree. Like, that's the thing. The story's not even being told. Because in order to tell the actual whole story, you would have to include everyone that is involved. But no, this is about saving the industry and blaming it all on Diddy. Saving the industry and blaming it all on Diddy. Okay, Diddy's going to jail. He's going to do his time. I don't know what that appeal is looking like right now. Because see, the one thing that all of this documentary shit is doing is definitely fucking up his possibility for an appeal to get out early. Especially with the judge and them and the appeal board having to look at the footage of him sitting there with Mark Agnifilo, pretty much working on how to fix the trial.
And for him to be watching the feds watching him.
Yeah, filming the feds. Watch.
Filming.
At this point, some critics argue that Sean Diddy Combs is being portrayed as the lone figure responsible, effectively becoming a scapegoat for deeper problems within the industry. According to this view, much of the blame is centered on him while broader questions about the surrounding system remain largely unexplored. Commentators have pointed out that certain documentaries and discussions never fully addressed those wider concerns or examined the bigger picture. One of the questions frequently raised in these debates relates to the legal concept of RICO Act, a law designed to target coordinated criminal activity involving multiple people. Critics argue that if such an investigation were ever pursued under that framework, it would naturally raise questions about whether others might also be involved.
Did what they needed to do in this documentary. The whole objective of this documentary was to blame it all on Diddy. The devil made me do it, blame it all on Diddy, and the rest of the industry is nothing like this. Like when Curtis Jackson sat there in his interview with Robin and sat there and said, I did this because I don't want people thinking that the hip hop community is okay with this kind of behavior. I don't want them thinking that, we're just gonna be silent while all of this is going on. Like, we're okay with this kind of behavior. And my thing is huh? So now you speaking for all of hip hop, and all of hip hop is uncomfortable with this. Meanwhile, you got people like Ja Rule who, on the low key, allegedly, Gene Deal has exposed for having his own nude tryst freak-offs with Diddy.
Jaguar Wright has argued that if the full list of everyone connected to Sean Diddy Combs ever became public, it could shake the entire entertainment industry. In her view, the situation raises difficult questions about how so many allegations could exist without others in the industry noticing or speaking out. She has repeatedly questioned whether it is realistic to believe that someone operating at Diddy's level could have been completely isolated from the people around him. According to Jaguar, the bigger issue is not just one individual, but the environment and network that surrounded him throughout his career.
If the complete and utter truth comes out, 3 things happen. The entertainment industry collapses completely. Millions, possibly billions of advertising dollars don't get made. People go broke, companies go under. That's why they hate me. Not because I'm telling the truth on people, because I'm telling the truth about the system. And I'm showing people the reality that the only thing that matters is that dollar. These entities, these companies, they don't care about none of these people. They don't care about none of these victims. They don't care about the perpetrators. They don't care about the prey. Shit, half the time, they're encouraging the predator. They don't care. It's all about the money. He announced he was going to be doing a documentary December 2023 with Netflix. And the star footage that you use to get people to re-upload or resubscribe to Netflix to make this the #1 in their TV shows division for almost 2 weeks straight. Beating out Stranger Things. How much stranger is that?
I'm not Beckham.
This footage didn't even exist when you said you were going to be doing this documentary. So we've got a videographer, a rogue videographer that has this very, very, very explosive, very explosive footage of him literally sitting on camera, planning how to go after survivors, how to poison the jury pool, how to fix his trial in advance before he's even arrested. I mean, like, is anybody not forgetting when Mark Agnifilo was sitting there talking to the sons in the hallway, and they're sitting there filming, and he's sitting up there, yeah, well, see, what we gotta do is we gotta go and we gotta put countersuits on all of these people. We have to create lawsuits ourselves. He's sitting there talking about creating lawsuits to affect public perception. He's talking about that with the kids.
According to their supporters, 50 Cent, Gene Deal, and Jaguar Wright have all said their goal is simply to bring attention to what they believe is the truth surrounding Sean Diddy Combs. Critics of the documentary argue that Netflix was never fully interested in exploring every angle of the story. Despite that, 50 Cent moved forward with the project, knowing it could bring serious backlash. Some voices within the industry have reportedly criticized him for speaking out, even labeling him a rat for publicly addressing the situation involving Diddy. There have also been claims circulating online that he has faced pressure and alleged threats, with some powerful figures supposedly attempting to damage his image and reputation in response.
I tell 50 Cent, man, I hope you're walking on a straight arrow, man, because they waiting to see you fall. They want to see you fall so bad, brother. I'm talking about, man, I'll be in the comments and I'll be just reading it like, oh, 50 got his day comment. Like, why y'all so upset about a pedophile? Like, it's stuff that y'all don't. It's so many people, right, that's victims of Puffy that can't speak, that's sitting back like, shut the. You know what I'm saying? Like, they basically saying, you don't even know half of it. If I was to come and say my story, not me personally, but I'm saying, I've heard that 2 or 3 times. If I tell my story, but nah, I'm not trying to clout chase, I'm not trying to be a part of this, a part of that. And I'm like, hey man.
First baby mama started following each other on IG an hour ago. Prepare for the worst. Jay-Z, Ja Rule, Roc Nation, Desiree Perez are out to get him out of the paint. Alert. Listen here. Everybody that is said, and Desiree Perez, all them people got dirt under them, bro. You understand? They got all them people got dirt on their fingernails. Jay-Z got dirt in his fingernails. You understand? Jay-Z was messing with young girls from our block. Tiring them. I'm putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking a side. Desiree, husband, was a former drug dealer that she turned on a whole cartel. All of them got dirt on them. And 50 got they dirt. You understand? 50 gonna know they dirt. Cause 50 got investigators, he got people that's in the street. So if they go at him, listen here, I deem him like myself, 10 times the normal man. He gonna do what he gotta do. And the whole thing about it is they trying to retaliate on him for something he did to somebody else. I feel that it's something worth seeing. It's something worth coming around, because all that shit about to fall. All that shit that we seen in the industry, these demons want to have and turn little boys into little girls into little boys. That's just about to go out the window, bro.
The most surprising part of the prediction, according to those following the story, is that it appeared to start unfolding quickly. Less than a week after Gene Deal reportedly warned 50 Cent about how the narrative might shift, news surfaced that the children of Sean Diddy Combs were partnering with Zeus Network to produce a documentary presenting Diddy's side of the story. When the trailer appeared online, it also suggested that Diddy himself would be involved in the project, signaling that the film would focus on his perspective amid the ongoing controversy.
Sean Diddy Combs' sons Justin and Christian are teasing a new docuseries about their family. Justin and Christian King Combs appear in a new trailer released December 28th to Instagram by Zeus Network's founder. In the trailer, Justin and Christian sit on a couch in a screening room while a series of headlines about their father cycle on screen. At the end of the trailer, Justin's phone vibrates and he answers a collect call from the Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institute, where Combs is currently behind bars. No release date for the docuseries is given, though the teaser says viewers can expect it at some point in 2026. Combs shares Justin with ex-Misa Hilton and Christian with the late Kim Porter. The rapper is also dad to 34-year-old son Quincy and daughters Chance, 19, twins Delilah and Jesse, also 19, and Love, who is 3 years old. Combs was transferred to Fort Dix from the Metropolitan Detention Center in New York in late October after he was sentenced to 50 months in prison on prostitution-related convictions.
Zeus Network has a new Diddy documentary coming out, and this time it is coming from the perspective of Diddy and his sons. All time I thought we were about to leave Diddy in 2025. Well, this documentary is coming in 2026. And a lot of people, just like myself, are already not feeling this new documentary coming from Diddy's sons. And a lot of people aren't happy about it and actually shocked that the owner of Zeus Network, Lemmy, is doing this Diddy documentary. But what a lot of people fail to forget is Lemmy and Diddy have been friends for quite some time.
Of his children arriving in court for day one of their father's trial in New York, hands gripped in solidarity.
Do you still believe your dad's innocent? How did you feel hearing that testimony? You apologize on behalf of your father. Do you believe your father's innocent? Do you still support your father's innocent? Your dad was up for years! Your dad was up for years for abusing women! That's wrong! You should get more!
the family, the foes, the joy, the pain, our voice, the loyalty, the betrayal, the high, the low, the love, the hate, the truth, the lies. And Diddy calling from Fort Dix.
This is a prepaid collect call from Federal Correctional Institution, Fort Dix.
When they released this trailer last night, there were so many comments to Lemmy and Zeus Network that they did not want to see this. A lot of people feel like this whole new documentary is just a PR narrative once again being pushed by Diddy and his sons to try to clean up his image. And after hearing certain things on 50 Cent's Netflix documentary, we have to go back in time and remember what we were seeing during trial. Even when it came to Diddy's sons, Christian and Justin Combs, they both came on two separate occasions to trial wearing a free Sean Combs shirt. The first one to do this was Christian Combs during Jane's testimony, and you're not supposed to wear this stuff in front of a jury to try to sway their opinions. And the judge actually told him he had to leave and take it off. And then literally like a week later, Justin did the same exact thing. It was taken out of the courtroom by the judge. And we already saw the videos in the Netflix doc of Diddy talking to Justin saying he needed to push out certain content to control a narrative. During the trial, there were a lot of things going on that I could see that to me felt like it was just straight PR. Do you remember all of these people that were wearing the free Diddy shirts? And it was actually a meme coin that's on their shirt. It's money.
Gene Deal said he saw all of this coming long before it happened, even predicting what the upcoming documentary might focus on. According to Gene, the response would likely shift attention away from Sean Diddy Combs and instead turn toward 50 Cent. He suggested that critics might begin digging into 50's personal life, looking for anything that could damage his reputation or weaken his credibility. In Gene's view, any information that could make 50 appear controversial or inconsistent might be used as part of that narrative, especially as different sides of the story continue to emerge.
They're gonna try to get his baby mama stories, you know. They're gonna try to get 50 baby mama stories. They're gonna try to get girls that he probably dated, that he had problems and issues with and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to do the same thing they probably did to R. Kelly or Puff or whatever like that, and people tell their stories. You understand? But, you know, they trying to retaliate on what he did. Let him go ahead, bruh. Because I think he ready for it. You don't do this, and you don't do the stuff that he did or sign on to the stuff that he did with Puff. Unless you got your shit in order. Don't throw no stone if you live in a glass house. Don't throw no stone if you live in a glass house. I believe 50 ready for it, if they come at him any kind of way.
Season 2 isn't about streaming numbers or corporate approval. According to 50 Cent, the goal is to piece together the parts of the story that many viewers believe were left out, the names that were never mentioned, the connections that were ignored, and the questions people feel were never fully answered. Much of the ongoing debate still centers around Sean Diddy Combs and whether the controversy surrounding him represents the actions of one individual or something broader within the industry. So now the question is yours. Do you think Diddy was acting alone, or do you believe there may be larger forces in the industry that people are reluctant to talk about? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.